What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. We launched our BMW 340i giveaway at the beginning of February, and I really didn't talk too much about it on YouTube. Normally, a lot of the cars that we do, or the trucks, or the things that we've done in the past, sometimes we go through like a month or 2 month build process, sometimes during the giveaway, sometimes before the giveaway, and then sometimes there's always some sort of a complete transformation on like the launch day. Whereas we kind of wanted to try something different with this one and actually see how it would do, you know, without that. Just doing text messages, emails, and then running Facebook ads with sprinkling in a little organic posting, as well as I think I've mentioned it in 1 or 2 of the latest YouTube videos. This is the 2016 BMW 340i. This thing is super sick, and we're gonna do a quick little walk around of it and show you guys some of the cool things about it, the features, and talk about what we've done to it, what we haven't done to it. Maybe at the end of this video, you'll decide to get some entries to win this thing, because the giveaway ends on March 1st. And as of right now, we're doing 25 times entries until the end of the giveaway. Let's go ahead and walk around the car. So just taking a look at the car is the F-Series F30 body style. And I think this is one of the best BMW sedans that they've ever, like the best looking sedans they ever made. The 3 Series is kind of like the, you know, more like medium size sport like sedan, and they look absolutely sick. I love the front end of this thing. This thing has the M Sport package on it, which means that it has the bigger brakes in the front, has the LED headlights, it has the M Sport bumper, so you can see how the bumper kind of dips down like that, and then we have an aftermarket lip on it as well. So we have the front lip, we have a black BMW badge, and then it has carbon fiber inserts in the front grille. With these look like real carbon fiber with a carbon fiber duckbill in the back, as well as a diffuser in the back. Also, kind of to top it off a little bit, we have that right there, which is a BMW 328i badge, just to kind of fool some people, you know, if they were to roll up to you on the street. This thing is also lowered on H&R Lowering Springs with these Apex EC7 wheels, and this style of wheel on a BMW is just timeless. It looks super sick, super sleek. Marker lights here on the front are tinted as well, just kind of blend in with the bumper. But as you can see, the car is super clean. It's 2016. It has 73,000 miles on it at the time of filming this video. So we're gonna go ahead and show you guys some of the goods under the hood. So right here in the engine bay, we have a 3-liter inline 6 factory turbo engine. This thing is direct injected. You can see it has coil on plug, coil packs. It has some extra features too. So normally the standard upgrade for these things is like a pure 600 or like a pure 1000 turbo. And it seems like a lot of people can easily make, you know, 500 to 600 horsepower with those turbos, and they spool a little bit quicker and do some other stuff. Well, this is a Big Daddy turbo kit right here. This is a Garrett G40 1150 turbo, which is capable of making probably more power than the engine can actually handle, and that's why it is turned down quite a bit right now. But this thing has plenty of airflow potential, and it could support a ton of air and a ton of horsepower. Well, in order to support all of that air, you also need more fueling and obviously some tuning stuff. So underneath this intake manifold is actually a second set of injectors. So the direct injectors are right in here, whereas the port injectors right here, and I believe they're about 750 cc injectors. So this thing is actually on a flex fuel tune, and you could run, you know, pump gas or E85, which is super sick. Also, you can see this turbo manifold right there. So that is a 6-port style turbo manifold. It is a VIE engineered turbo manifold with an electronic boost controller that is tuned and controlled with the Motive Reflex advanced integration. That's basically what controls all the tuning on the car, handles the port injection, the flex fuel, the boost control, all of that stuff, and it all kind of talks with the factory ECU with one of those MHD dongles that you connect with your phone with. That's pretty much it underneath the hood. You can see the charge pipe. It doesn't go to like an intercooler in the front, because these things actually have a built-in water to air intercooler directly underneath the intake manifold, or built into the intake manifold. It's just really crazy the amount of technology that's actually in these vehicles and how good it all functions together, even with all of the aftermarket stuff. Like this car, you could hop in it. Jamie was driving around for a couple days, and she's like, man, I'm gonna get in trouble with this thing. It's so smooth and it's so fast. So let's move on to the interior. So one of the really cool features about some of the modern BMWs is actually the comfort access. So the key is actually in your pocket and you don't have to take it out, which is really convenient, because when you get out of the car, You touch it, look at that. It locks itself, closes the little mirrors. And then when you stick your hand in the door handle, it just opens. And it's honestly pretty quick as well. So it's pretty intuitive. First thing you'll notice when you look in the interior is there's some extra carbon fiber bits right here. We have the black interior with the stone stitching on there. Right here, it's got the Harman Kardon sound system. It has this special little button right there, which that is a heated steering wheel, which is super, super sick. You can see same thing with the seats. You got the sport seats with the M Sport package with the stone piping right there in the center. So that looks really cool. Right here, the flappy paddles have been upgraded with some carbon fiber guys, and the gauge cluster, you could actually, I don't know if you could really tell very much, but it's actually a full digital display. So as soon as you fire this thing up, you can actually switch the different modes and it'll have full digital dash or some other thing. And we're gonna fire it up here in just a second. So you can also see right here, we have all the infotainment stuff here, carbon fiber covers on all of that, carbon fiber here, little phone holder, heated seats. It actually has heated rear seats as well, and the kids really like that. So we'll go ahead and push to start this thing, fire it up. Buttons on the dash. If we put it in the Sport or the Sport Plus mode, look at that. So it actually changes it all to the full digital, or you could go back to kind of like the sport mode where it shows this, the regular comfort mode, which is like a standard BMW, and then if you go into like the Eco Pro mode, which makes you feel like you're driving a Prius and you can only do 60 miles an hour. But I tell you what, this thing right here, which is a radar detector, is completely essential to drive this car, because it is freaking, it's quick and it's smooth, and like when you're driving it down the road, you don't even, like, doing 85 miles an hour feels like you're doing 40 miles an hour, and it really, really kind of ruins cars for you almost. Like the 90s JDM cars, you're like, man, I want to drive this one every day, and I want to drive the 90s JDM one like on the weekend, you know, for like kind of fun. But like you want to hop in this thing every single day because it's just so convenient. It's so nice, and it just makes sense. But yeah, push to start, push to turn it off, and that is pretty much the look at it on the outside. All right, so if you've never driven a modern BMW, the shifter is pretty easy. You just push the little unlock, pull it back straight into drive, and away we go. I have it in Sport Plus right now, and this thing does have a built transmission in it too. So normally these factory 8 HPs, I think will hold, you know, like 500-600 horsepower for a little bit of time. But if you're gonna be beating on them and putting a big giant turbo on them, it's best to upgrade them a little bit. So this one has a built transmission in it. So, and you can pretty much go into manual mode at any time. All you got to do is just pull the pedal down. See, it's shifted itself right now. So in the 8-speed automatic transmission in these cars, like, it's a game changer. Like the fact that you could do like a factory trans brake, which I don't know if that's all set up on here, but for drag racing, it's crazy. Oh, and I think I forgot to mention, this thing's all-wheel drive. So, you know, the normal problems that you have with, let's say, like a Hellcat or, you know, a Supra of, you know, even the new Supras or a 350Z, 370Z, anything that's making a ton of power, even the old 2JZ Supras, the fact that they're rear-wheel drive, you're at a deficit because let's say you go race a all-wheel drive Honda or a GTR or something like that, and you're making a ton of power, well, you're gonna have traction issues. So, and this thing drives really good, even in the Sport Plus mode. It holds the shifts a little bit longer, and it just drives nice. Look at that. 7th gear, cruising down the highway, like no problems. But then you put it in comfort mode, and it just you could just feel like a little soft blanket. Like the car just kind of tames down a little bit. And again, radar detector is fully essential. But yeah, cruising this thing down the highway, you would never know that this thing had a big giant turbo on it. You could hear it though. You could hear it just kind of like baby whistling away. But for as big of a turbo as it is, and it being automatic, that's the main, I guess, benefit of it being an automatic and it shifting so fast. Even though this isn't considered a dual clutch transmission, it shifts super fast, very similar to a dual clutch. And that's why these 8 HP trannies are just super, super sick. I would honestly like to put one of these in my Supra, and in the rear wheel drive version, I think it would just completely transform that car and make it more modern like this car. So like we're driving right now, we're going up probably 6% grade at 75 miles an hour, and it just downshifted to 7th real quick, and that was really it. And I didn't have to push the gas pedal down super hard for it to do that. And then as soon as I let off, go to like 10%, it'll just downshift, and away we go. But man, just driving this thing down the highway, it's so smooth. Cruise control is super nice. It's really intuitive. You can change the playlist right there on your on the gauge cluster, which is really cool. So you do that with this, and then also you can change the mode. So I could switch it to like the sport mode right here on the steering wheel, and go to the sport or the sport plus. So as soon as you do that, traction control kicks off, which is nice, because sometimes, if you're trying to do a pull with the traction control on, sometimes it'll have an issue and get kind of mad at you. So, but yeah, cruising down the highway, super nice. You can just hear that turbo bait, just whistling away. And then let's say a Hellcat or something you see comes up in your rear view mirror, downshift a couple times. See, we're 70 miles an hour, like 4th. That's just a quick little pull. They told me the outside temperature was 37 degrees. We'll go ahead and we'll flip around right here. Yeah, but just in manual mode, or in regular mode, it drives and shifts so nice. How nice is that? It's just a nice car. And it's so tame too. The runners being so long on the turbo manifold and being, let's say, let's call it a little bit more equal length, this car sounds a lot different than a stock. This car sounds a lot different than a stock turbo car, or even an upgraded car. This one kind of has that like almost the stereotypical like 2JZ like inline 6 like symphony, where the exhaust note that comes out of the back is just super nice and sounds really good. So yeah, I think we're just gonna make it back. We're gonna make our way back to the shop. If you guys haven't got any entries for a chance to win this thing yet, head over to motionautotv.com or motionautoperformance.com. Anything you buy on the website, t-shirts, hats, hoodies, stickers, anything, it all gets shipped from my house. We have a little shop at the house where we ship everything ourselves. So we're not a big giant giveaway company. And the last giveaway that we did on the F450, we had a little bit less than 3,000 people enter. Right now we're just over 2,000 people. I think we're at like 2,200 people who have entered so far as the time of filming this video, and there's a little less than a week left. So if you want some good odds, I know there's a ton of giveaway companies out there. I know a lot of you guys have been supporting me and the channel and the giveaways for a long time, and I really appreciate it. There's some people who have been VIPs for years and have 20 orders from all the past giveaways, and really appreciate the support. And for you guys allowing me to do this stuff, enjoy these cars, and then be able to change somebody's life and actually give them kind of the opportunity to own a car that possibly they wouldn't have. So appreciate you guys watching this video. Links for the giveaway will be in the description, and we'll be back to some Power Stroke content this next week. We've been busy at the shop, but appreciate you watching. See you later.